Hi Libras, this is going to be your reading for November 2025. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Let's get started. So your message for the month of November is to trust the universe. Your message. Although your faith may be challenged now, trust the universe. There's a reason for some of the experiences that you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life, and everything is unfolding perfectly according to a divine plan. Positive opportunities are coming your way, and trust in the process and the path that you're being led down. You will know it's the right path when you experience synchronicities and other signs and wonders, and these are messages reminding you to trust the universe. There's no such thing as chance. All is well, all is guided. If you lose an opportunity or feel like you have been shut down, know that this is the work of the gods and angels, and it is right for you. If you're wondering where to go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up in the moment you're on the right path. You are being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time and let in miracles of support you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of good experiences because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. All right. Libra, let me just pull some cards, and then I take a minute to just feel the energy that's around the cards, and then we'll dive right in, okay? Just give me a moment here, Libra. For my lovely Libras. All right. Let me just feel the energy we got going on here. For Libras, please. It's interesting because I feel like there is a lot of energy kind of coming up here, in the sense of it just kind of feels like a lot may be happening at one time, or it's just kind of like how much more can we kind of take here as well. I just feel this kind of this drawing of energy from us, from kind of from our bodies, and it's just like, okay, you know, more things just kind of happening, maybe little things, little occurrences, maybe it's bigger things that are happening in your life right now as well. But I do feel the sense of this new coming in, this trust the universe, and I feel like it's in times of, you know, when a lot of things are happening, that it's hard to be like, okay, things, you know, things will get better, things are going to be good for me, because we are experiencing this sense of whatever emotionally we're going through here. Seems like a little bit of stress, seems a little bit of just being in lack of energy in the current situation, and I don't feel like all of it is because of you here, Libra. I think a lot of it is just like, I feel tired. I feel really tired in this energy. I just feel like our energy is just kind of lackluster here. They just showed me a bear into hibernation, going in, like going into the cave for like the cave for hibernation and for winter. So maybe there's a sense of you for wanting or needing to kind of draw back, and maybe that's where we can put a little bit more surrender or trust to the universe, that we don't have to try so hard to maybe pull ourselves out of this situation, because the Four of Cups is in our main energy here, and the Four of Cups is this energy that, you know, these three cups are here standing, and this is our current situation. This is what we're so focused on right now that we're not seeing maybe the invitations or the things that the universe is going to bring in for us, or wanting to bring in for us here, because we're so fixated on this kind of issue right here, or so fixated on what is happening right now. We don't see the good that is happening, or the good that's on the way. And it's like we're stressing ourselves looking for this opportunity, for this kind of fourth cup here, but that fourth cup is already on the way to us. You have a lot of sideways cards in my readings, which always signify that it's personal choice involved. So we have this Ace of Cups here, which is this kind of new emotional renewal. For some of you, it might be new relationship. It also is coming in reversed here, so it might be feeling like our cup is not full right now. We are kind of feeling like, you know, maybe some of you are going through breakup energy, or contemplating a breakup here, contemplating a kind of a new relationship. If you are single, maybe you're seeing someone and contemplating about ending things here. But the fact that it's coming out sideways is like you have a personal choice in this. And I feel like maybe some of this personal choice is that kind of bear going into the cave, just going to be like, I'm going to hibernate through this. You know, I feel like sometimes life causes us to go through things that are a lot of energy, that take up a lot of our energy. And sometimes we have to be like, okay, I understand that. I see that. I got to really implement my self-care right now. I really got to you know, let myself relax into this and not feel like I'm so stressed looking for that fourth cup, or looking for that one thing that it's on the way for me here. Because the Empress card in reverse is coming in right after here, which is just energy. If we're vibrating low right now, we're not really in the state of wanting to create things or having to create things. The Empress in reverse is kind of this energy that is just like, oh, you know, it's like that feeling. It's like, oh, you know, it's just like I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm just going through it right now, I'm just feeling that energy here. It's hard for me to create, it's hard for me to feel positive, and that's okay. You know, you're like, maybe that's that bear going back into the cave. You know, you're just like, I just need my rest, I need to kind of hunker down for winter, I just need some space, I just need some time just to hibernate, just to kind of regain some of my energy here, because I feel like a lot has been pulled out. And that's why I was kind of doing this gesture before. It's just been a lot of I don't know if it's like maybe a job or a relationship that's been taking all of your energy, but I just feel like there's just this taking of energy, and you're just kind of like, you know, you're feeling it. And I was like, I feel that, I get that too. Lots kind of happening right now. I have a lot of Libra placements, and a lot's happening right now. It's interesting, we're also in the 9 year, you know, so things are wrapping up, things are changing while we're moving in to a new cycle, right, to 2026. The King of Wands is coming out here. So this is talking about creatively. This is talking about, you know, your passion, your drive. If it is about someone else here, it is usually a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone that maybe you are, for those of you that are contemplating relationship, or you're trying to manifest this person in your life. I feel like in this situation, you're going to kind of, whatever was kind of holding you back, or whatever put barriers you put up in your head, or you're going to release. And that's the great thing about this Eight of Swords here, is whoever this person is, if it's not you, if it's someone else, maybe you're putting your own limitations, your own boundaries on it here. But this person is in the upright with the King of Wands. This person's this is a very talented, creative, driven person here. So you're putting our own blocks. It's almost like feeling like, hey, we were not good enough for this person. Maybe we feel like that person is just so highly skilled, and it's like, what do I bring to the table, you know? But I feel like whatever mental blocks you were having with them, you're going to kind of dissipate, and it's going to go away. You're going to be like, okay, well, maybe what if this happens with it, you know? Maybe if it's your own creative energy, you're going to be like, I'm going to stop limiting myself, I'm going to stop telling myself that I can't do something, or put up my own kind of mental barriers here. You also got the Seven of Swords in the reverse as well. This is kind of truth-telling, so some of you might be kind of talking about feelings to someone who's maybe in this fire energy here. Or this is just to yourself as well, just fessing up and being like, okay, maybe I am the one that's been putting on the limitations of my own success. Maybe I am the person that is, you know, stopping myself from allowing new experiences in, because I say I'm not good enough, or I'm not ready, or, you know, I'm putting all these limitations on myself. So I feel like once you do that, once you kind of open the door a little bit more in November here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you're going to be a little bit more specific. You're going to be a little less confused, because I feel like you're just going to kind of hone in your energy here a little bit more. And with this Knight of Swords, you're going to be like off to the races. It's like full speed ahead. In this deck, it's not here, but in the traditional traditional deck, the horse is a little hesitant. The horse is like, I don't know. But the person on top, right, the Knight of Swords, is that person like, no, we're going full speed ahead. And I feel like this is almost like your old brain versus your new brain. You're like, nope, I can weather this challenge. I can do this here. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep going. And I feel like that's what you're going to find in this month for yourself here, that you might have been putting yourself in the Seven of Wands position where you are kind of feeling like life was just kind of coming at you and taking from you, and you weren't putting these own kind of protections up for yourself. You weren't putting up your own boundaries here, and you were just kind of taking the blows in a way. You were just like kind of being like, oh, maybe I deserve this. Maybe I deserve to be talked to like this. Maybe I deserve this to happen to me because all of this is happening at one time. But I just feel like there's a lot of, again, like I said before, Libra, this taking energy from you, and you got to kind of be the one to step up and be like, okay, I got to put the barriers up here, I got to go into hibernation mode, I got to protect myself a little bit so that my energy can be good, so that my energy can be balanced. Because I feel like it's not the people when life's, it's the people that can appreciate when life is really good, and it's the people that can understand when life is really bad. And I think that's the understanding of it, of being like, I'm going through this part in my life, things aren't going great for me right now, and that's okay, but I understand things will get better, but I just got to weather through this storm a little bit. And then when it's on the other side of the equation here, Libra, it's like when things are going really good, they're really appreciative because they're just like, oh yeah, things are really good. I've been through a lot, and now I really appreciate this energy coming in. And I feel like you're finding excuse me, you're finding how to find the balance with this Temperance card, finding that kind of, how to fill your own cup, how to find balance. It's finding Libra, the scales, how to kind of do all that, within your life. So you're going to find that, right? You're going to find that balance where you can, things are really, really good. Where can I find appreciation for what is happening, that's going well. On the other side here, it's like, when do I need to get back to myself? When do I need to hibernate? When do I need to put up protection so that my energy is good and stable and I can weather whatever storm it is. I feel like some of you are looking at your relationships here, and it's funny because it's like the solo card and the relationship card coming out, and they're coming out side by side here. Also, they're both in the kind of middle section. So it means, again, like I said before, when cards come out sideways, it means choice is involved in my reading. So a lot of you are contemplating a relationship or to be alone, and that's just kind of what is in your mind right now with this Lover's card and with this Hermit card. It's like, do it with someone else or do it by myself? And I feel like you might be having that question, or those questions coming up in November. Like, can I find balance within these relationships? Can I really feel like me within these relationships? And I feel like those are all the questions you're going to start to ask yourself, especially as you're going into kind of hibernation mode here, or kind of in the space where you're regaining your energy. Like I said before in your reading, we have the Five of Pentacles here, we have the Seven of Pentacles, right? It's like, yes, we're in this period, or maybe this feeling of loss. We are feeling maybe outside, feeling other, left out into the cold by a situation, by something here, maybe about the world. There's so much happening, so much changing right now. But the Seven of Pentacles is to look how far you've come, look how much you have done, especially the work that you've done within this cycle. Maybe on yourself or in general, kind of give yourself more praise. It's like, yes, we can always look on, this makes me think of the Envy card in one of my energy decks, where it's like, she has she's looking out and she sees the gold tower and just is like envious of it. But it's kind of like you're feeling that way. You're like envious, well, I don't have all this yet. But they're asking you to bring a little bit of appreciation, and just for yourself too, of just how far you come and how much work that you have done on yourself. Because some people don't even do that. Some people don't even start there, Libra. So just be proud of the process, I think, is the message that's coming in here. Another, again, sideways again, a lot of choices for you in here, Libra. But Four of Wands is coming out. This is our home life, and I feel like a lot of you, this is like leaving home behind, moving away, changing things. This is upright, is just saying, maybe engagement, maybe it's moving in with someone, maybe it's a wedding here. But again, there's like these choices that are in here for you right now, and I feel the two ends of the scale, which is so funny because that's your sign. But you do have a lot of choice in that. You want to do solo, where does it land? How do I actually feel? And I feel like you kind of have to regulate your energy first, and maybe that's why all these questions are coming up now, because maybe you're going to get you're going to see specifically where to go right after this time of questioning. But the Page of Pentacles in reverse is just saying you're going to try to replan. You're like, what do I want to bring into my life in this maybe new year, or for next spring, or I'm just getting this winter analogy with you, so I'm going to stay with it. But with this Page of Pentacles, it's like, what am I bringing in? What new seeds am I planting? What didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, and how can I try again in this next season? Because they don't want you to give up here, and they don't want you to kind of get in this state of kind of, in this energy where you feel like nothing's going to go right, just because you kind of are going through a hard time. They're just saying replant, regrow. What is it that you want, and let's get specific, and let's go from there. But don't be afraid if you're questioning these things right now. It's normal to question the energy that's around. You have a lot of things coming up sideways here, so they're saying that there's a lot of personal choice for you in the month of November, so just keep sticking with that, okay? You got two that are saying trust the universe, so whatever you're going through now, they're just telling you to relax and chill. So you have to look at the bigger picture, and this kind of comes in when it's like this energy of we are only seeing what's in front of us right now, right? We're only seeing what this Eight of Swords, what's kind of we don't see what's on the way. We don't see what's coming with this Four of Cups. With the Eight of Swords, it's like we have our blinders on. It's like nothing else is coming in, nothing else will change because of the reality that I see. But they're just telling you to trust the universe. Things are actually working in your favor right now. You got two cards, and I'll read this one here for you, that are like, trust us, trust us, trust us. So look at the bigger picture, take a step back, and be like, yeah, even when you're doing this, reflecting this Seven of Pentacles, be like, you know what, I've done a lot. There's been a lot that's changing. The world's changing. Maybe you're changing. And for you to weather all of that, just be really proud of yourself, because it might sometimes feels like, well, I didn't do this, and I didn't do that, and I didn't reach that goal yet. And it's like, there's a lot going on, so just be kind to yourself, okay? But you got Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. And this is where it's like two cards, two different decks that are just saying, we got you. When we rely only on our own will, we are micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We are not trusting the mysterious breath of life, and we are rejecting the great cosmic knowledge and relying instead on our own personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves wanting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, living from a space of trying to, and everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender the greater will that God has for you, and to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little you find yourself living the most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way that you think things should be, and surrender to the greater will, you will find yourself being led. You will begin breathing the breath of life. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda, instead surrender to the breath of life. Help me move through my will to thy will, and please lead me, please show me the way. And I feel like this is what this is. This is the time to, take a step back, Libra. And stop trying to push everything for this month, and just kind of do what you can. Have this time of contemplation for these questions for yourself. Don't feel like you have to have it all figured out now, and just maybe be open to what the universe has to bring.